sure, but certainly LeCondro is the guy that you have to look for and that you have to shut down tonight, Spencer.
Now on the other side of things for North Carolina A&T, Lurian Walker out tonight. Not sure when he'll be back. We'll get a little bit more on that from Thomas Brown later on in the broadcast. It's going to fall a lot on Trent Middleton to get this offense going. But Dwayne Pierce is a guy that the coaching staff has been expecting a lot out of. They need to see him start scoring the basketball more.
Yeah, New York kid that can get downhill really quickly. And I think the bigs will be big here tonight. Amadou Doumbia will be big, along with Will Felton and KJ DeBrick coming off the bench. A&T needs to rebound well here, get second chance opportunities to beat this Maryland Eastern Shore team.
Let's go ahead and send it over to the third member of our crew, Thomas Brown, standing by.
What's going on, guys? My name is Thomas Brown, coming to you live from the sidelines here at Club Court for your matchup tonight between the North Carolina A&T Aggies and the University of Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks. Now, A&T comes into the matchup being 3-1 against HBCUs on the season, coming off a tough loss against Howard, and Coach Monty Ross has made it a point to keep playing these HBCUs and keep that energy around in the building. Now, going in terms of Maryland Eastern Shore, they come into the process, the game tonight being 4-9 and winless in the month of December. Now, hopefully they can get it back on track, and A&T plans to keep the train rolling against HBCUs. Thank you, guys, and back to you.
Thank you, Thomas. And you might not have recognized Thomas because the last time you saw him here on Flow College, he had a helmet on because he was playing wide receiver for the A&T football team.
Yeah, we got all these talented student athletes who are also broadcasters. Football player, women's basketball player. You know, next I think we'll do softball.
I was going to say, keep doing it. Someone's going to come take my job here soon. As we have a whistle and a foul on the floor. Doumbia had position, which means the Aggies will retain possession. This North Carolina A&T team has struggled mightily shooting the basketball from downtown. Open up tonight 0 for 1. The last 3 games shooting 24% from beyond the arc.
Well, yeah, you know, I think Middleton can go a long way in helping that, but we've had a tough time keeping Low Walker on the court, and I think he's that big-time three-point shooter that we're missing.
Lewis Walker leaves it short, and we remain scoreless here early in Greensboro. The Aggies have won 6 in a row against Maryland Eastern Shore. The last matchup back on February the 24th of 2020 was an 83-62 win. Been some epic games between these two ball clubs as that feed gets jarred loose, knocked into the corner. The three on the way skips off the iron, and Waluche Ume will let it go out of bounds. I seem to remember
a triple overtime thriller.
That triple overtime thriller
in Norfolk, Virginia. I think it was a part of the MEAC tournament, and the last time A&T won a game by scoring under 50 points, it was against the Maryland Eastern Shore team back in 2013, 46-44 win for North Carolina A&T. So some nice matchups back in the past.
Oh, the Heights Center, an interesting venue to play and watch a game as Waluche Ume crashes the hole and scores.
Waluche Ume, a guy that can put the ball on the floor, get to the rim, a guy who can also hit the three-point shot, but has struggled a little bit for North Carolina A&T.
This Eastern Shore Ball Club, Brian, they've had some really close games. It's been a tough slate for Cleo Hill's club, but they opened up against Georgia Tech and almost beat Damon Stoudemire's team.
Yeah, talented team that plays together. They play team ball. You got to love that about this basketball team, and they're going to get to the portion of their schedule where they can compete.
Walker runs right into the defender, and the foul is called against the leading scorer for North Carolina A&T as Michael Teal was able to stand in there and take the charge out of T.C. Williams High School. You may recognize the name of that high school. That's the school that was in Remember the Titans.
Well, yeah, one of my favorite sports movies of all time, but we can get into that debate later. But Lewis Walker just coming downhill that time. Probably should have stopped and pulled up, but draws a charge, and we got to keep an eye on that. If he gets in foul trouble, that's trouble for North Carolina A&T.
Especially with the lack of scoring right now. That one gets sent out to the wing, and grad assistant / director of player development Jabari Tate able to make the reception.
You know, and I think this will be big for North Carolina A&T, just getting off to a good start. You know, they fell down by 17 the other night against Howard over in Cameron Indoor Stadium. Fell behind North Carolina Central. You just kind of want to make sure that these guys are getting off to a fast start so they don't have to expend as much energy coming back into a game.
Here's Pierce, lobs it up for Doumbia, and he finishes at the hole. And the Aggies up 4-0 here early.
We talked about the three-point shooting early, but it looks like A&T just wants to attack that paint, use some of that size there to counter Maryland Eastern Shore.
LeCandro draws the double team. He's stuck, feeds it up top. Cooper into the corner. It goes LeCandro. He misses off the heel, and Pierce able to snag the board. And here come the Aggies. It's Waluche Ume. Stolen away, and here comes Cooper. On the run, flying through, and he's able to do nothing with it. Looked like it was going to drop. To Staples. That one good. And the Hawks able to erase the goose egg with a tray. The feed into Doumbia. Can't handle it. Gets it back. High off the window. Won't fall.
Well, A&T really trying to go inside, really trying to pound that basketball. Doumbia has to come up with a couple of those buckets.
LaCandro from downtown. And Lewis Walker able to snatch it out of thin air.
A European-style game, big man out there shooting the three. Looks pretty good with that form.
Pierce, the turnaround J, short. LaCandro the board. Dwayne Pierce is a guy that this staff expected to be a 15-point game guy. He just has not looked comfortable out on the floor yet. Brian, what do you think the Aggies need to do to get his game going?
Just find him a role, I think. I think Monte Ross now trying him a little bit at the point guard position as he get the slam by Doumbia that time. But just trying to find a role for him that fits for him. I think Low Walker and the Walker associates kind of came out and took over the scoring. And so he just needs to find a role for himself in this offense or on this basketball team.
Here's Cooper. He'll hand it off to Teal. Back to Cooper along the wing. Now it's LaCandro's turn. The baseline J will fall. You cannot let him get hot.
No, and they're going to look for him all night. But I think he may be able to score, but if you kind of keep the other guys contained, I think A&T will be okay.
A&T has opened this one up 3 for 7 from the deck. Waluche Ume, no good from downtown. And LaCandro able to knock it to himself for his third rebound of the night. That one jarred loose and taken by the Aggies. Middleton, the stutter step to Pierce. And there's just a cover on the lid for Pierce.
No question about that.
Waluche Ume in the lane. And that will go off of A&T and out of bounds. A 1-point ball game here in Greensboro as we head to our first timeout. A&T out in front. Doumbia able to rock the rim.
Let's talk about SAC. SAC stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. We get to connect between teams, communities, administration, the CAA conference, and the NCAA.
Our group is comprised of student athletes from different sports who represent the voice, opinions, concerns, and interests of our group.
CAA SAC provides an opportunity to enhance our leadership abilities.
We make an impact on our team.
We make an impact on our campuses.
We make an impact in our communities. We are CAA SAC.
Hampton University and North Carolina A&T State University men's basketball teams are headed to NBA All-Star 2026. They will compete in the 5th NBA HBCU Classic presented by AT&T.
Every year the NBA has the HBCU Classic at the NBA All-Star Game, and you guys will be there.
The NBA provides an international platform. It's impossible to measure the impact of performing on this stage.
This Coastal Athletic Association matchup is Friday, February 13th, 2026 at the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California.
We're coming to LA, we're coming for A&T. We know it's going to be a great game, but we also know we're going to bring the trophy home to Hampton.
Don't miss this weekend filled with competitive gameplay and marching band performances celebrating HBCU pride.
For us to be able to partner with an entity like the NBA, that signifies success.
Visit NBAevents.com for more info.
The CAA is committed to educating its student athletes and fans on mental health awareness.
Studies have shown that nearly 1/3 of student athletes struggle with their mental health.
Less than half feel comfortable seeking help.
If you are experiencing a mental health condition, please know that you are not alone.
Some things we do for our mental health are go outside,
read and run, go to the beach, hanging out with my teammates.
For more information on mental health resources, please visit ncaa.org.
Intercollegiate athletics are on the rise at North Carolina A&T, and you can play an important part in helping our student athletes achieve their best potential. The All Aggies All In Capital campaign aims to bring together regular Aggies from across the spectrum to raise critical additional scholarship dollars and funds to address other priority needs that shape the student athlete experience. Whether you can give $5 or $500, there's a place in the All Aggies All In campaign for you. So get in where you fit in. We invite you to take out your cell phone and text GIVE to AAF to 71777. That's GIVE to AAF to 71777. And the backdoor slam is converted by the Hawks for their first lead of the night.
A&T struggled with the backdoor cuts so far this year. Also struggled with the big man slipping to the basket, and UMES used that time to score out of the timeout.
And now it's on film, so everybody's going to try it until you stop it.
Until you stop it, yeah. And that's the main thing. Is you got to figure out a way how to communicate on the defensive end in order to kind of stop that play. A&T really has to start creating some energy here. It's a low-energy crowd here tonight. Got to start creating some energy for themselves.
That no-look dish off of DeBrick and out of bounds as Pierce was trying to facilitate something, but when you're in a tight game like this, fancy probably isn't the way to go.
No, it's going to be a grinder here, no question about it. And you just got to find something to get yourself going here until the crowd kind of joins you.
Up top, it goes to Mondin. Obama. And that one no good.
North Carolina A&T, showing a different look that time with the zone. As Walker looking to get going here. A&T 6-0 in the paint so far. It seemed to be in the strategy here as Middleton penetrates.
Well, Uche Ume up top to Middleton. 9 on the shot clock for the point guard. The step won't go. And that one goes out of bounds. Tie up down low between Flippin and DeBrick. Doesn't look like those two guys are going to get along very nicely this evening.
For Middleton, a young man that's really coming into his own. 18 points the other night in Durham at Cameron Indoor Stadium and really played a big role. Hit some big threes. Had an unfortunate turnover at the end of that ball game that really cost him. But young man just trying to really find his way in the college basketball world and may have found a home here in North Carolina A&T.
Mondin. Up top, it goes to Obama. He'll drive, and he draws the foul. As Zion Obama, the senior out of Houston, Texas, transferred up from Claflin, will head to the line to shoot the first free throws in this game.
Obama got the matchup that he wanted there, kind of on a switch. Went downhill and got to the basket and drew the foul.
Obama on the season, just a 49% free throw shooter.
Boy, he looked pretty good on that one. Looked 94 on that one. A&T, their third straight HBCU. Started out with Central on Saturday. Moved on to play Howard Tuesday in Durham, and now here against Maryland Eastern Shore, trying to get this home win here as the holidays approach.
It's a 6-0 run for the Hawks, who, Brian, only averaged 7.5 free throws made per game.
Yeah, and A&T's a team that, well, at least Lewis Walker's a guy that kind of helps A&T get to the line, so we'll see how that turns out as DeBrick with a turnaround and a bucket and the foul.
Tough finish for DeBrick. 8.8 rebound effort against Howard with 6 blocks in that ball game.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see how Monte uses his bigs here. He started out with Doumbia. Now he's going to KJ DeBrick, and it'll be interesting to see if he follows up with Will Felton, just kind of rotating those bigs in there to wear the teams down.
DeBrick able to nail the freebie. The Aggies did not shoot many free throws in that game against Howard the other night, despite being near top of the country in free throw attempts per game. Third in the nation at 30.6 free throw attempts per game. Just could not get the whistle in their favor. As Obama able to spin and score.
A guy that they depend on to rebound for them coming off the bench, but looking for his offensive game tonight.
see Cleo Hill in the corner coaching hard. He had some success at Winston-Salem State. The son of a legendary head coach himself.
DeBrick becoming very active lately in the A&T offense. Like you mentioned, that Howard looked very good, and now already A&T going inside to him a little bit, trying to get some offense as they struggle from the perimeter.
Well, it is an advantage that they have in this game. Is 3 centers able to keep fresh legs, as DeBrick able to roll in the first one.
And 15 fouls.
Yeah, that part.
15 fouls that you can at your disposal.
Oh, and if you want to put in Stratos Caliansis, it gives you another
20.
5.
Yeah, it gives you 20, yeah. Neither one of us were math majors. That was pretty good.
DeBrick splits the pair. You know, despite not studying mathematics, you and I do have to work with statistics a lot, so you pick up a couple things.
A&T that last time tried to get some energy going with a little press here, back to a little zone, trying to slow this UMES offense.
Well, when they went to the 2-3 zone last game against Howard, it did seem to take the Bison a little off guard. That short corner jumper is good from Hall. The Utah Tech transfer. Able to put UMES out in front by 3, and another giveaway for the Aggies.
They just can't give away the basketball like that. Have to be smarter with the basketball. Those could turn into points for your opponent. Just like
Flippin,
that.
Able to drop it in.
Number 35, Christopher Flippin.
A&T last game 15 turnovers. Against North Carolina Central, 21 giveaways in that ball game.
No question.
Pierce, cross court for Walker. He'll slice, dice into the triple team, gets rid of it to DeBrick. That one long, no good, and the Hawks able to keep possession. UMES has hit their last 3 shots from the field. Cannot make it 4 in a row, and Walker will go ahead and pick that one up.
If you're A&T, you want to get a good offensive set here. UMES kind of sprinting out from them. Just kind of want to settle yourself here. Get the ball inside, try to find DeBrick, try to find Lewis Walker.
The Aggies just 4 for 13 from the field in this ball game. As we head to a timeout in Greensboro, the Hawks out to a solid early start at Club Corbett. We're back after this on Flow College.
Media timeout. AT&T is a
Back with you here in Greensboro. UMES leading by 5. Let's go ahead and hear from the third member of our crew, Thomas Brown, as to what's going on with Lurian Walker.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys a quick update on Lurion Walker. He's still out. He's out tonight. And for the foreseeable future, still fighting that stomach illness. So they'll be looking to pick up the slack from the other Walker, Lewis Walker, and Trent Middleton as well. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate that update. It's been a rough go at things for Lurion Walker here in his first Division I campaign. You see Lewis Walker getting tied up here in the paint with Mario Hansen Jr. on the inbounds. Middleton finds DeBrick. He'll work at the block. The hook shot won't go. And Walker was all tied up. And looks like Teal will get hit with the personal foul. Could have went against 3 Hawks there. They all had a wing on them.
Yeah, you know, just kind of adding to what Thomas is talking about. I mean, Low Walker, early in the year, you saw this A&T team. They were very competitive in a game down in South Carolina. You know, he was a big-time scorer for them. And so having him in and out of the lineup, not having that continuity, has it really, you kind of see it with A&T. It's not the same team. And so hopefully when conference starts, you know, you start to get your Will Feltons, your Low Walkers back, and that will help North Carolina A&T.
Well, A&T already in the bonus. Lewis Walker hits the front end. Cleo Hill not happy on that far sideline with Clarence Armstrong right now, but you know, life on the road in college basketball is not the most enjoyable position to be in.
No, and you work the refs, man. That's what you do. You work the refs. It's excellent free throw shooter. Lewis Walker knocks them both down.
Walker on the campaign, an 89% free throw shooter. And listen, A&T's been on the other side of that plenty this season. Here's Hansen. Teal able to just take it away from Middleton.
See Giancarlos Cueto in the game right now. Monte Ross just kind of looking for any type of spark from this North Carolina A&T team as the mid-range jump shot goes down.
Mario Hansen Jr. coming off his 4-point performance against UVA. Able to put that one in and put the lead back to 5 for UMES. Cueto crosses the timeline. Cueto has played only a few games this year as a freshman. Pretty highly touted recruit coming in. Middleton falls and scores.
Great job that time by Middleton creating an offense in the paint for North Carolina A&T. They try to continue to try to keep going here.
Middleton 18 points, 6 rebounds against Howard at Cameron Indoor. Thompson spins, fires, and banks it in.
Wow, that was a lot. Spin move, bank shot, gave it to us all on that play.
When it's your night, it's your night. And right now the Hawks feeling it. Shooting just under 50% for the ball game, despite going 1 for 8 from downtown to start things off.
So both teams, excuse me.
Sorry about that.
Both teams really want to get the ball inside and really want to score 15 feet in, and they're doing a great job of that. And that time A&T again gets the ball down to DeBrick, and he's making himself a living down there at the free throw line.
Well, so far the Aggies are 4 for 5 tonight. That was team foul number. That was team now number 8 for UMES, which could be a blessing or a curse depending on how you want to look at it. I know Cleo Hill's not happy over there, but the Aggies 301st in the country in free throw percentage, so it might work out in his favor.
Yeah, but you know, volume is a big thing too. If A&T can get to the line, get that volume up, and make some free throws, that'll help them out as well.
Hansen, and the walk is called.
UMES last couple of trips have put that ball on the floor and made some things happen. That time they ended up getting called for the Travelers. Monte Ross wants the floor. Tended to here.
Well, his managerial crew will help out.
A&T at home for just the 3rd time this season. Got a nice win over South Carolina State, then got a win over Washington Adventist, and now trying to move to 3-0 here in Club Corbett, but not many people in the club tonight.
No, I don't think there's a cover charge. Cueto from downtown.
Boy, if they could find a shooter in Cueto, That would be a big-time help for them.
Battle knotted up at 19. The Hawks have hit 5 of their last 6. Here's Cooper. Over to that block area. It's flipping. Sends it up top. Brown knocked away by Middleton with 8.6 on the shot clock.
Both these teams trying to get an edge going into the conference season. Maryland Eastern Shore, of course, headed into conference play against MEAC opponents, and A&T trying to get prepared here for a tough CAA slate.
Johnson, try the feed down low, and it goes to Obama, and he's able to put the Hawks back out in front.
MES has been very good off the dribble, getting to the rim off the bounce.
Well, this Hawks team is used to playing in some tight games. Cooper has that one knocked loose as he's sent to the floor. Beat Longwood 83-82. Took care of Binghamton by 11. Had that tight game against Georgia Tech. These Hawks not going to retreat to the nest anytime soon.
They will not.
We'll take a timeout here in Greensboro. We're back after these messages. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina reminds you that it's enrollment season, the time of year to assess your health insurance coverage, see what you want to change, and if you're not already with Blue Cross North Carolina, it's your chance to make the move to North Carolina's most preferred health insurer. Blue Cross North Carolina has been serving the state for 90 years. They have 60,000 healthcare providers across the state who are in network. Find your new plan at bluecrossnc.com.
Well, we talked about Spencer having somebody has to beat you other than Lacandro. Well, MES may have found that young man in Zion Obanla. He has been terrific coming off the bench. Really a lot of spin moves into the paint. Has beaten A&T off the dribble a few times and has had a good start to this ballgame.
Cooper pushes the Hawks to 4 for 4 from the line. And Brian, you and I were just talking about this during the break. UMES is 9 for 10 from inside the arc to start this game. And we have a whistle and a foul as Cueto got sent to the ground on the attempted steal.
Really pressuring the basketball is UMES, and you're right, they are really getting some good shots, some easy shots. They're taking it to the rim. There you see that aggressive defense that time by UMES. Jaden Johnson really giving it to Cueto, but he got him to the line, and we'll try to finish the 1-1.
Cueto's first shot good.
Young man, one of the few freshmen on this roster from North Carolina A&T, has played sparingly, but with Lorian Walker out, he may be somebody who's starting to pick up some minutes.
It will be interesting to see how Monte Ross handles this. That one's short. The rebound grab by Cooper. I mean, losing 16.5 points a game, that's a problem.
It is, but you want that young man to make sure that he's healthy, make sure that he's back 100%. So Cueto may try to get a little Robinson theater there, a little acting job, but the official did not buy it, and they were calling for the foul.
Not when it's 9-4. You're probably not getting that one.
But A for effort. We'll give him A for effort. It's exam time.
Yeah. So what do you get, a C?
He didn't get the call, so yeah.
Flipping in the lane. Tried to drop it in. The cleanup job won't go either for Obanla. And here comes Waluche Ume. Coast to coast. And we're going the other way.
UT just has to be smart on the drive. Second time this game they've been called for that offensive foul. And you just have to recognize what a defender is, be able to pull up. But that time, Waluche Ume goes all the way to the rim here and right outside that arc. And so good call by the officials.
Well, Maryland Eastern Shore has been clinging to this one-possession lead. Scrappy ball club. Here's Brown. Bonla. The baseline got shut down, and Waluche Ume is called for the foul.
And he just feels like he could take whatever defender that is on him off the dribble, and that's just kind of what has been his game so far tonight. He's just been able to put the ball on the floor and take it to the rim, and A&T's had a hard time slowing him down.
It's interesting because both teams struggling from downtown. It just seems like there's no rhythm to this basketball game.
None, yeah. It's just not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of flow to it. It's kind of a Friday night during the start of the holidays, and both teams having a hard time really kind of getting themselves energized.
Pierce to the rack, kicks it to Cueto. He'll launch the three and rings it down.
Well, that's 2 for 2. So, you're looking for your three-point shooting, you may have found it.
And the freshman right now, the leading scorer for the Aggies on the floor. Obanla, free throw line, Jay. The response won't go. And the Aggies can retake the lead for the first time since the 15:31 mark.
Smart move that time by Pierce, just kind of back this thing out. You want to get a good offensive set here. Here A&T, he's looking for Middleton. And Johnson giving him a hard time, and they're going to get the foul. And now A&T, I believe, is in a double bonus.
Obanla got called for the foul as Walker was tied up with him at the far elbow.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 4, Michael Till. Number 5, Dorian Staples. And 31, Mario Hanson Jr.
It's apparent that Cleo Hill has said shut down Lewis Walker at any cost. And right now that cost is 10 fouls.
No question about it. And you still end up putting him at the line. An excellent free throw shooter at the line. Of course, he misses that one.
He was trying to make you look smart, Brian.
Yeah, he really was. He failed at that. But it's a hard enough job, so it's fine.
Walker 2 for 3 so far tonight. And he's able to just let that one roll in. So the South Carolina State transfer Teal will lead the offense now for the Hawks. Third team preseason all MEAC selection. Little tic-tac-toe action. The three on the way from Brown is good.
Great job by that time. UMS beating that zone. Got the ball to the middle and then reversed it to the opposite side and knocks down the three-pointer, and they go right back into front over A&T.
Brown just a 29% three-point shooter. Didn't look like that there. Here's Felton. First real touch for Felton. Middleton blows past the defense and scores.
See, A&T's just a different team with Felton in the game. He takes up so much space. He kind of opened that lane that time for Middleton to get in there and operate, and A&T ties the ball game.
Feed inside to Flippin, turns, fires a brick off the window. Grabbed by Middleton, and here comes Walker. To the rack, contact, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots. That is just what he does. He will take about 15 trips to the line tonight if they're calling the game like this.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does. He wants to get downhill, wants to use that big body just to cause havoc, and he did it that time, getting to the line. Free throws 5 and 6.
Number 5, Lewis Walker.
The Aggies 8 for 11 this evening.
And Cleo Hill is pleading his case. I believe it's 11-4 in fouls.
Oh, he used to coach here in the Triad. He's not used to being on the visitor's sideline in this area, though.
Winston-Salem State, and, of course, Lewis Walker is a young man out of Winston-Salem.
And he's coaching against the Winston-Salem State alum in Monte Ross.
No question about it. Let's see if A&T can just kind of bear down here, get a stop, and just kind of get a lead to work with here.
Teal up under, count the bucket and one. Beautiful play by Michael Teal.
And both these teams are just kind of going back and forth at one another. I mean, this is really a tough battle. They're sludging it out, and Teal just kind of gets to the rim that time, and he will get the foul, get the hoop and the free throw.
This is a battle-tested Hawks ball club. Their net ranking does not really give a clear picture as to how difficult their schedule has been. 333rd in the nation, but UVA, American, ECU, they've played a good Longwood team, Nebraska, University of Georgia, and Georgia Tech. I mean, the University of Georgia game was an utter disaster, but other than that, everything has been relatively decent.
Yeah, that'll skew your view of that schedule a little bit. 4-9 is a legit 4-9, I would say. So that kind of skews your view on how good this team is when they're playing a team on their level.
The Hawks' next opponent will be Virginia Tech, so just a quick trip up north from here in Greensboro. Walker, the tray, no good off the heel. And here comes Teal on the run. Takes it to the rack himself, left it short. Felton with the rebound, and the Aggies can push the pace. Pierce into the corner for Cueto. The three is short, and that one got batted onto the floor, picked up by Felton, and he's able to draw the foul as it looked like Hansen hit him a little low.
Fouls on 31, Mario Hansen Jr. Media timeout.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Eastern Shore up by 1 as the Aggies get set to go to the line. We're back after these messages on Flow College.
Let's talk about SAC. SAC stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. We get to connect between teams, communities, administration, the CAA conference, and the NCAA.
Our group is comprised of student athletes from different sports who represent the voice, opinions, concerns, and interests of our group.
CAA SAC provides an opportunity to enhance our leadership abilities.
We make an impact on our team.
We make an impact on our campuses.
We make an impact in our communities. We are CAA SAC.
Hampton University and North Carolina A&T State University men's basketball teams are headed to NBA All-Star 2026. They will compete in the 5th NBA HBCU Classic presented by AT&T.
Every year the NBA has the HBCU Classic at the NBA All-Star game, and you guys will be there.
The NBA provides an international platform. It's impossible to measure the impact of performing on this stage.
This Coastal Athletic Association matchup is Friday, February 13th, 2026 at the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California.
We're coming to LA. We're coming for A&T. We know it's going to be a great game, but we also know we're going to bring the trophy home to Hampton.
Don't miss this weekend filled with competitive gameplay and marching band performances celebrating HBCU pride.
For us to be able to partner with an entity like the NBA, that signifies success.
Visit NBAevents.com for more info.
The CAA is committed to educating its student athletes and fans on mental health awareness.
Studies have shown that nearly 1/3 of student athletes struggle with their mental health.
Less than half feel comfortable seeking help.
If you are experiencing a mental health condition, please know that you are not alone.
Some things we do for our mental health are go outside,
Read and run. Go to the beach. Hanging out with my teammates.
For more information on mental health resources, please visit ncaa.org.
Back with you here in Greensboro. UMES on top by 1. Let's go ahead and send it over to Thomas Brown.
Thanks, guys. So recently, A&T has been going through a little rough patch, something like some growing pains with the new team. There's 10 new players on the team. So Coach Ross has been playing with the lineups and making sure things are right before going in conference. Thank you, guys.
Felton misses that first one. It has been a little bit of a experiment for Monte Ross. We've seen all different lineup combinations this year, and that's what the non-conference is for. But as Felton misses both, you're coming down the stretch, and now with Lorian Walker going down for what could be at least a few games, maybe more, going to be a little more experimentation here.
Yeah, 6 different starting lineups, so he's trying to figure it out. And in the world of college basketball that we live in, that might be the status quo right now, just trying to rebuild a team each and every year.
Ogletree able to grab the board, but that one created by Felton's defense. Pierce to the hole, off the mark, rebound still loose, and finally picked up by the Hawks. Flipping, didn't get up off the ground enough, and
I think he dunked that one under the rim.
Yeah, it hit the bottom of the cup.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to go up and over, but
the rims might be a little lower at the Height Center. I'm not sure.
Regardless, A&T now has the basketball back in his possession.
The Hawks still up by 1. Pierce thought about it for a second. He got closed in on by Staples. 10 to go. Ogletree, no good. Felton, the board, slipped, recovered, found Cueto. The Aggies going to reset the offense. Here's Pierce, split the defense. And Ogletree shows, goes, and lays it in.
That should be your game if you're Bryson Ogletree. I know he likes to shoot that three-point shot, but that's his game. I think he's a rim-to-rim type guy that should be able to run, and he's so athletic. Former track and field star is Bryson Ogletree, so use that athleticism to make things happen.
He's already had about 5 alley-oops this year, but he'll tell you he's not a dunker. That 3 no good.
Yeah, you know.
Not sure I believe him.
Every bit, you know, there's nothing wrong with a little white lie every once in a while.
Tie up, and the arrow benefiting the Aggies.
You got to love when Will Felton's on the floor. He just creates opportunities for you. I mean, it's something that may not show up in the box score for you, but that second chance opportunity that Ogletree took advantage of was because of Will Felton.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the Aggies can keep that tough defense going here now. The Hawks in the midst of a 232 scoring drought, but that correlated to Felton's presence on the floor.
Yeah, it really did. And, you know, it looks like Coach Ross is trying to get comfortable with that 3-man, big man rotation here, just trying to keep those guys fresh, keep them out of foul trouble, and then maybe you can go to Felton down the stretch.
Walker mishandled it, gives it away, and the Hawks will fly up the floor. Here's Cooper. Feeds Staples. Teal. And now we have a whistle and a foul off the basketball as Doumbia got a little too physical on the block.
Fouls on number 14, Amadou Doumbia.
Doumbia is always fighting for that position down there. A young man who's 6'11", but doesn't weigh a whole lot down there, so it's always going to be a battle for him.
Out of Bamako Mali, transferred in from UMass with Lewis Walker. Muja Burton into the game for the first time. He's a three-point shooter. Pierce from downtown, pure.
And that's really good to see that ball go in for Pierce. Really kind of been struggling, trying to get his rhythm back since the injury. And that time he was able to knock down that shot.
You know, we saw what he could do at the high point scrimmage, and I think the coaches felt like he was in a really good spot. Then he pulled his groin, missed a few games.
Number 22, Maurice Bastille.
And you're right, Brian. He just hasn't been able to get back to that level of play since. Ogletree just took a nasty screen and count the bucket. Give him the foul shot. Jaden Cooper will head to the line. Ogletree came off that screen, and he was met by Maurice Vassell.
Yes, he was.
And Vassell looked like a tight end.
Knocked him back a few feet, yeah. These teams looked evenly matched here. They're just kind of battling back and forth. Neither team able to gain a big-time advantage here, and it's just kind of a battle of attrition here. And both teams also, you know, really utilizing their benches, just really trying to figure out what they have here. And it's a lot of guys have played.
The Hawks working man-to-man. Burton dancing around, has it stolen away, and now a foul is called.
Well, we've looked at A&T this year, Spencer. They have been caught up in a thing where they kind of get dribble happy, and teams are going to come after that dribble. They kind of have to keep the ball moving here. They see Burton this time here just kind of get caught here, and no man's land, has nowhere to go, and he gets stripped of the basketball, and now he's to sure back to the line for more free throws.
So Cooper, the 75% free throw shooter, averaging just about 5 points per game. We'll go ahead and put that one in. He's now 4 for 4 on the evening. The Hawks 7 of 8 from the line. Really the only sore spot in the box score for UMES here this evening. 2 for 11 from downtown.
2 for 11, and LeContro hasn't really got going for them, but they've been able to find other sources of offense, and we kind of wondered coming into this part if they would be able to do that, and they have been.
In the Hawks, number 11, Javoy Thompson.
Well, the Aggies giving up 75 points per game.
And he's going to use his first half timeout here.
Well, if you don't use it, you lose it. So
no question about that.
Talk this one over. A critical possession because UMES will have some time on the clock, presumably, to.
Well, yeah, if you're A&T, you want to get a good possession here. You want to run a good offensive set. You want to prevent UMES from getting any momentum going into the locker room. But UMES has played a ton of players tonight. 14 different guys have stepped on the floor so far for UMES, so they're really utilizing that bench to come after North Carolina A&T. Have done a pretty good job of it. But like you said, they haven't been able to get it from the perimeter, but they've shot the ball well from inside two-point range. UMES has.
Well, same thing against UVA last game. 46.3% shooting from the floor, 25% even from downtown. So starting to become a theme.
Yeah, and both teams really wanted to come into this ball game. You could tell they wanted to get the ball inside, get the ball inside the paint, get some easy opportunities. If you're North Carolina A&T, you're pleased with the fact that you weren't able, you got off to a steady start. It wasn't a slow start for you. And if you're UMES, your top player really hasn't shined here, but you've still been able to be productive.
Are you surprised that we haven't seen DeBrick back in the game?
I have, but it seems to me that he's just trying to rotate those guys in and keep them fresh throughout this ball game here.
Some trap zone from UMES. Pierce falling, gets it to Cueto. That one stolen away. Shot clock is off, and UMES can hold for the final shot. Timeout taken by the Hawks as Cleo Hill will talk it over with his squad as the Hawks look to hold on to this lead
for the Hawks.
and extend it heading into the locker room. Now, Brian, this is a spot where the Aggies have struggled mightily this season. This last possession shot for their opponents, they have given up at least 3 half-court threes heading into the locker room this season.
Well, the heartbreaker for me was that Davidson. I thought we played really well in that first half. We really shot the ball very well, and then to give up that three-pointer at the buzzer at Davidson, I thought turned that ball game around. And, of course, as you mentioned, Charlotte was able to kind of hit a buzzer beater at the end of the first half to really span their lead. And so, you know, if you're A&T, you really want to buckle down on this possession, prevent UMES from, you know, gaining any momentum, and hopefully maybe you can get a turnover, turn it into a bucket for yourself.
LeCandro back on the floor for the Hawks.
Picked up those 2 early fouls, and so they've kind of been careful with him. Yes, we'll try to get something off the dribble here with Teal.
Teal dribbling around, finds LeCandro to the wing. It goes for the 3, and it's in again for Cooper as the Aggies defense towards the end of the half collapses for the 4th time this season.
And that's halftime.
Cooper had plenty of time and took full advantage of it,
Aggies 33,
burying the 3 to send the Hawks into the locker room with the momentum. We'll go ahead and take a timeout here on Flow College.
For protest to progress.
Let's talk about SAC. SAC stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. We get to connect between teams, communities, administration, the CAA conference, and the NCAA.
Our group is comprised of student athletes from different sports who represent the voice, opinions, concerns, and interests of our group.
CAA SAC provides an opportunity to enhance our leadership.
The CAA is committed to educating its student athletes and fans on mental health awareness.
Studies have shown that nearly 1/3 of student athletes struggle with their mental health.
Less than half feel comfortable seeking help.
If you are experiencing a mental health condition, please know that you are not alone.
Some things we do for our mental health are go outside,
Read and run. Go to the beach. Hanging out with my teammates.
For more information on mental health resources,
Halftime, and he told me that his message to the team is just to maintain the energy coming out of an 8-0 run. And coming into the game, he told his team after a rough patch, it's Division I basketball, so you got to keep playing, and hopefully it turns around for him like it has in the first half. Thank you, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Thomas. And coming out of that update, as Beckwith puts up the 3, misses it, gets batted out, and UMES will attack again. Thomas is one of the members of our crew that is graduating tomorrow with his degree from North Carolina A&T. So congrats to Thomas Brown, Aiden Peterson, and Nicole Neal, who help out on the production side as well. And then from the basketball staff, the head manager and future grad assistant, Winston Williams, will be graduating tomorrow as well. So congratulations to all of them, and well done on receiving your degrees.
Shout out to Thomas Brown, a young man who worked with us in the office this fall. Like we mentioned, played on the football team, scored during GHO. Scored a touchdown during GHO. Very proud of him. And a young man who has a bright future ahead of him. And congratulations to all the other folks that you mentioned as well. So happy to see these young folks accomplishing their dreams.
Beckwith will swing it over to Cooper. The feed inside LeCandro. The no-look pass, 4 to go. Staples rattles it home.
Just too many opportunities that time for UMES on that trip. They had second and third opportunities and finally knocked it down.
The Aggies find themselves down by 6. This is the largest lead for the Hawks of the night.
A&T going with Will Felton to start the second half, and let's see how that helps them out.
Walker, baseline J, short, and it's secured by Beckwith. Here comes Teal flying up the floor. LeCandro goes the floater. Yes, sirree.
That's a big-time move. That was a big-time move. Faked the three-point shot, got Felton up in the air, and then hit the floater in the lane.
Middleton. Entry feed goes back to Felton. Lacandro able to jar it loose. Not too many people who can do that to Will Felton. Here's Cooper. That
A&T
three is good.
A&T may need a timeout here. Not the way Ross wanted to start this one. They may need to stop the action here and talk this over.
And that's exactly what is going to happen. The Aggies will call the first time out of the half. We will take it with them. The Hawks up 44-33 as Jaden Cooper flying high in Greensboro. Intercollegiate athletics are on the rise at North Carolina A&T, and you can play an important part in helping our student athletes achieve their best potential. The All Aggies All In Capital campaign aims to bring together regular Aggies from across the spectrum to raise critical additional scholarship dollars and funds to address other priority needs that shape the student athlete experience. Whether you can give $5 or $500, there's a place in the All Aggies All In campaign for you. So get in where you fit in. We invite you to take out your cell phone and text GIVE to AAF to 71777. As Eastern Shore with all the energy right now.
All the energy, all the momentum, all the 50-50 balls. They're just beating A&T to the punch each and every time, and you don't like the faces that you're seeing on A&T here this early in the second half. They've got to find a way to get themselves off the ground here because UMES is attacking, and they're attacking often.
Three-point play good for Teal. As Middleton will try and get going. Just 4 points for Trent Middleton so far tonight. The feed inside to Felton. He gets blocked, gets it back, puts it up and in.
That's a good sign that they're going to try to go down to Felton here. And it sends a message, I think, that he starts the second half. And thinking maybe Monte Ross is ready to go ahead and unleash him and let him get a few minutes here.
Cooper, no, the hot hand. A little cool there, and Teal is going to go ahead and slow things down. Monte Ross furious on that far sideline that the Aggies didn't chase down that board.
Yeah, another second chance opportunity for Maryland Eastern Shore.
Lacandro kicks it. The three from Teal, no good, and the rebound is grabbed by Felton, and now a foul in transition against Beckwith as he unnecessarily ran into him.
Look, A&T, there's a lot of time left in this one. The Hawks came out on fire, and we mentioned, that three-point shot gave them all the momentum they need going into the locker room, and they carried it here, but A&T just has to settle down here, find themselves some buckets and take their time, get back to this ballgame.
UMES 4 for 8 from the field in this half. As Walker will head to the line for 2 shots.
Fouls on number 5, Dorian Staples.
And that's despite going 1 for 5 from downtown.
Yeah, no question about that. Lewis Walker here off the bounce. The aggressive kid. Once he gets going, it's very hard to stop him, and wanted to finish that off, but will get to the line for 2 shots.
First shot up and in for Walker, who's now 6 of 7 on the night. Walker has not made a field goal yet.
Yeah, and you got to get the ball into the guys of your offensive players, and A&T did a good job of throwing it down to Felton, but they got to find a way to get Walker going from the field.
Good on both. The lead down to 10 for UMES. The Aggies have this bad habit of getting down by double figures.
Well, they didn't get off to the slow start here, but they ended up getting off to a slow start in the second half, so they kind of reversed it here in this ball game instead of getting off to a slow start in the first half.
Cooper, no. 3-point shooting, not the Hawks' game. Here's Middleton, and now Cooper will slide in and take the foul in transition to slow down the Aggies.
Well, if the UMES is going to do A&T a favor by taking 3-point shots, then certainly A&T's got to rebound the basketball, and they haven't been able to do that effectively in the second half.
Middleton slowed down on that foul. The Aggies will be on offense when we return right here on Flow College.
Let's talk about SAC. SAC stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. We get to connect between teams, communities, administration, the CAA conference, and the NCAA.
Our group is comprised of student athletes from different sports who represent the voice, opinions, concerns, and interests of our group.
CAA SAC provides an opportunity to enhance our leadership abilities.
We make an impact on our team.
We make an impact on our campuses.
We make an impact in our communities. We are CAA SAC.
Hampton University and North Carolina A&T State University men's basketball teams are headed to NBA All-Star 2026. They will compete in the 5th NBA HBCU Classic presented by AT&T.
Every year the NBA has the HBCU Classic at the NBA All-Star Game, and you guys will be there.
The NBA provides an international platform. It's impossible to measure the impact of performing on this stage.
This Coastal Athletic Association matchup is Friday, February 13th, 2026 at the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California.
We're coming to LA. We're coming for A&T. We know it's going to be a great game, but we also know we're going to bring the trophy home to Hampton.
Don't miss this weekend filled with competitive gameplay and marching band performances celebrating HBCU pride.
For us to be able to partner with an entity like the NBA, that signifies success.
Visit NBAevents.com for more info.
Back with you here in Greensboro. It's been all Hawks in the second half. Let's go ahead and send it over to Thomas Brown.
Thank you, guys. So UMass finished the half on an 8-0 run, and they started the half on a 7-0 run. Now, most of these points have come off turnovers and inside the paint, but as they gain momentum, they're starting to stretch it out behind the arc. Now, A&T had to kill their plays. They've come into the half on a -11 and on their plus or minus 3. So back to you guys.
Thank you, Thomas. Three-point line has not been kind to either squad here.
To Thomas's point, A&T so far 10 turnovers here. UMES has scored 15 points off those turnovers. UMES has only turned the ball over 4 times, so A&T's really got to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
Waluche Ume into the paint for Felton. Spins, fires, misses, and will head to the line for 2 shots. Soft whistle, didn't even hear it.
Yeah, and I like the way A&T, they're not trying to get it all back at one time. They're slowly trying to pound it inside, and Felton and Walker, and those are the guys that have to touch the basketball for you if you're A&T. And boy, it would be great to get Middleton going from the perimeter as well. He's really good off the bounce. It just really hasn't been that go A&T energy that you're used to seeing.
And I guess the surprising part about it, Brian, is that this isn't the first time that the Aggies have had to play without Lorian Walker. They already had a stretch of 3 games that he was out. So you did have a chance to learn how to play without him.
Yeah, and this is what you also have to get used to. This first time they haven't really had a crowd here, and they've got to be able to get used to being able to create their own energy when the crowd is not what it normally is here at Corbett because the students are gone.
Well, that block should help. You know, the other thing that we haven't touched on yet, the other thing regarding the schedule, there is a big rivalry game coming up next game, so you hope that the team is not looking ahead to the matchup with UNCG. Always an exciting one here in Greensboro, the Battle of the Borough. But also Brooklyn Vick is out with a concussion, and he is expected back soon, but not having another ball handler that provides that spark does hurt your offense.
Yeah, we saw them use Cueto there in the first half, but he's more of a shooter than the same ball handler that Brooklyn Vick is. As Obonle continues to impress me with his many ways of scoring the basketball.
Obama up to 10 on 4 of 7 shooting. That fadeaway was pretty. He is in foul trouble, though, with 3. Walker attacks, goes up strong, and draws the foul. Sorry about that, Brian. I was going to say, it's not going to be the prettiest game tonight from A&T to get back into this one, but it will be physical.
It'll be physical, and they're just grinding. They're just trying to grind this one out and see if they can get back into this one by just taking it to the basket and shooting free throws, and Walker has another 2 here.
Makes the first. Walker will have 10 free throw attempts already after these 2 freebies.
And that's incredible. Young man is just a powerhouse. You can just tell by his body. He's got a big body, and he's only going to get – that body's only going to get better.
Second shot also good. Lewis Walker, one of the top free throw shooters in the country. Over 90% on the season now if you add in these 9 makes.
Crowd's starting to get into a little bit here. Let's see if A&T can go ahead and get a stop.
And now a whistle and a foul down low, and that'll go against Ogletree.
Fouls on number 4, Bryson Ogletree.
He's kind of arguing for a replay there. I don't think Coach Ross is going to use his challenge for that.
Yeah, Bryson was hugging him, so appreciate the crew on point with that replay. Obama will hand it off to Teal. He'll curl down low, drops it off back to Obama. He gets shoved down, and will head to the line for 2 shots.
He's just been very aggressive tonight for UMES, and they've just kind of given it to him and letting him take A&T off the bounce, and he'll get 2 shots here.
Fouls on number 34, Will Felton.
That foul will be charged to Felton. So Obama, who's 2 for 2 tonight, will miss the first. On the season, averaging 7.5 points per game. He's got 10 so far in this one.
Well, Felton goes to the bench, so if you're A&T, you have to find another source of your offense here.
Obama missed them both, got his own rebound after the tip out.
And that's been the story of the second half. Second chance points for Maryland Eastern Shore.
And Mondon makes the Aggies pay with that tray.
A&T's just not been good at collecting the defensive rebound, and the Hawks have made them pay.
Well, Uche Ume runs the baseline, throws it over the rim, and here comes Maryland Eastern Shore. Teal into the corner. Hall has it stolen. No, picked up by Obama, and he lays it in. As he falls to the ground, and you see him holding his back, it's because he landed on Doumbia's knee. Ogletree in the corner for 3. That one good. Much needed response for the Aggies.
No question. Great job by Middleton getting into the middle, spotting the open man in the corner. And you're right, boy. That was a basket that was much needed for North Carolina A&T. A&T, though, you need to make some stops here on this end. Maryland Eastern Shore has been very efficient on this side of the floor.
shooting 50% from the deck in the half. Doumbia with the block. And here come the Aggies. Middleton to the wing. Ogletree, 2 in a row.
2 in a row, big time. And fortunately for A&T now, they've got this crowd excited a little bit. Hopefully they can take some of that momentum from this home crowd here.
The Aggies could use one more stop right now to officially make this a ball game again.
Maryland's sure that's where you want the basketball. Bonla has been the man tonight.
Cross court it goes to Teal for 3. No good off the heel. The rebound still bouncing around, taken by Walker. Weluche Ume, crossover dribble into the paint. Count the bucket and one. Weluche Ume putting the Aggies squarely back into this basketball game.
Well, great job that time. Great decision. There was a time when A&T was called for 2 also as Weluche Ume. Slow to get up here, holding his wrist.
Well, he took a spill on that bucket.
Coming in for the Hawks, number 3, Trey Brown, and number 31, Mario Hansen Jr.
And A&T got smart that time off the dribble. Caught the defender not in position and closes out with the layup and hopefully the 3-point play.
Coming off that 10-point, 8-rebound performance against Howard, he's a 38.5% free throw shooter. Makes that one.
And I love when you get the percentages. That just seems to help.
Do they hear them out in the arena?
I guess. I don't know. It's some kind of spirit that works.
4-point ball game. It's a 9-0 run over the last minute 15 for A&T. This is the first time that the Hawks have really gone cold. Physical play down low between Doumbia and Flippin. Mondin feeds Hansen, and he's able to end the run.
Big time shot by Hansen. Got down the baseline. Turnaround jumper was so pretty. And UMES needed that basket. A&T's momentum was starting to grow.
Hansen's dad, a pretty good ball player at Chattanooga back in his day. As Walker goes up, slips, draws the foul, and that knee buckled in a very awkward way. And now we have, I believe, what's going to be
it's a technical foul.
A technical foul.
Foul on number 35, Christopher Flippin.
Trying to see
and
what
technical foul on number 35, Christopher Flippin.
And see if we can see.
So the first team preseason All-MEAC selection just put his team in a serious hole.
Well, this may be a big point in this ball game, Spencer.
Glad to see that Walker's okay. I don't know if you noticed, but when he came down, his knee kind of butterflied out like he was a hockey goaltender.
Yeah. Body's built for the long run. 11 free throw attempts. This gets to be number 12. That's incredible.
And now he's going to have the common foul shot. And it'll be 2 more shots.
He's registering. He's up pretty good.
I mean, if your field goals aren't going to go, you might as well score from the stripe. And all 11 of his points so far are from the charity stripe.
And he's taking advantage of being able to get downhill, being able to get to the basket, and being able to draw those fouls. And, boy, he's racking them up now.
17 fouls for the Hawks, which means the Aggies are shooting the rest of the way. And if they keep putting the ball in Lewis Walker's hands, that means he's probably going to be going to the line a lot.
13 or 14.
Big trip to the line for Lewis Walker as the Aggies cut this to a 56-54 game. It's a 13-2 run over 2 minutes exactly.
Token press here by A&T. And again, this crowd now getting very excited. For the first time, UMES is going to have to go up against the crowd as well.
Lacandro drops it in.
It really hasn't been a big factor tonight, but when they needed a basket, that's where they went.
Weluche Ume in the painted area. Sends it out to Walker for 3. That one won't go. Weluche Ume the rebound. And the second chance counts.
Boy, he's done a great job of just putting the ball on the floor, taking it to the basket.
Uche Ume up to 7 on 3 of 6 shooting from the field. You got to get one possession game.
Got to give A&T credit for erasing that 11-point lead as quickly as they did.
Mondin, no good. And the Aggies have a chance to retake the lead for the first time since the 1 minute mark in the first half.
They played much smarter on the offensive end here, late as of late.
Middleton splits the D and ties the game. And the Hawks might need a timeout.
They might need a timeout. That's why they want the basketball. Let's see if the double team comes. He does not.
Thompson pulls up, skips it off the rim.
And Maryland Eastern Shore is ice cold right now.
Doumbia mishandles the pass. The Aggies will reset. Here's Walker cutting, driving, and he'll head to the line for 2 more freebies on the other side of this timeout.
Foul on number 14, Joseph
See
LaCastro.
another great offensive rebound by North Carolina A&T. While Uche Ume with the hoop. And here comes Middleton down the lane. Nice little crossover to the layup. A&T tied with UMES 58-58.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina reminds you that it's enrollment season, the time of year to assess your health insurance coverage, see what you want to change, and if you're not already with Blue Cross North Carolina, it's your chance to make the move to North Carolina's most preferred health insurer. Blue Cross North Carolina has been serving the state for over 90 years. They have 60,000 health care providers across the state who are in-network. Find your new plan at bluecrossnc.com. Lewis Walker to the line. His insurance plan has been the charity stripe tonight.
No question, and he doesn't have a field goal, as you mentioned, but he's causing havoc. UMES is in all types of foul trouble. Lacandro with 4. Abanla, who's been excellent for them tonight, he has 4. Flippin has 4. So it's a lot of trouble for UMES as in terms of fouls here coming down the stretch with still 10 minutes to play.
Well, the Aggies have now erased a 14-point deficit and turned it into a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, and they, they did it by being patient and not being in a hurry.
Staples tried for the dunk, and he's rejected by Doumbia. Middleton, the deep 3, no good. That would have blown the roof off this place.
Sure would have. I think Ross would have liked the better shot, though.
Mondin blocked by Weluche Ume. Walker, the elbow J. Yes, sirree.
Boy, and A&T all of a sudden got really, really hot, and that defense is really, really cooking right now. And now all the momentum comes to North Carolina A&T.
It's an 8-0 run for the Aggies. Beckwith. And now a foul on the floor as Staples was held down low.
And Cleo and the boys needed that call because A&T was about to race down the floor again. And you see Wale Ume, well, a couple of great blocks by North Carolina A&T. And, man, they've gotten a quick boost all of a sudden and really turned this ball game around.
Mondin, the baseline J, skips off the iron, the rebound, and the putback will send Cooper to the line.
A&T very active on the defensive end, even though they got called for that foul. Just very active. Everything that goes up is being contested.
Shooting 2 for the Hawks, number 0, Jaden Cooper.
It doesn't feel like it, but the Aggies do have the advantage on the rebounding. But I believe it's because the Hawks have 11 offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
and
they've done really well. Yeah, they've done really well.
They've rebounded better, you know.
A&T's kind of slowed down those second chance opportunities for Maryland Eastern Shore during this run. But yeah, they were excellent on the offensive glass.
Eastern Shore just 2 of its last 10 from the field. A&T now shooting 50% for half number 2. And Cooper able to nail that one. He's a perfect 7 for 7 from the line. 15 points to his name tonight.
A&T giving Middleton a rest here, putting Pierce back on the basketball. Let's see how the offense runs in his hands.
Waluche Ume finds a cutting Pierce, lost it, swings it, and throws it away.
Yeah, it's not what Monte Ross wanted out of that possession. That time just kind of got a little bit in a hurry, and it was almost like hot potato. I don't want it. And threw the ball away out of bounds.
11 turnovers for the Aggies, just the second giveaway of this half for A&T. And now we have a whistle and a foul as Doumbia got tangled up, and Lacandro is going to head to the line for the 1-and-1.
Doumbia does like the battle down there as Felton comes off the bench and will replace him.
Number 34, Will Felton.
So Felton will come on the floor, as you just mentioned, Brian.
Condra, we talked about early in the game, hey, don't let him beat you. And A&T just 6 points so far tonight. This is the front end of that 1-and-1.
He has definitely struggled as the Aggies prepared for him. The problem is that Cooper and Obanla are both in double figures.
Yeah, Obanla has played well. And I think if you're A&T, you can live with that. Hey, somebody has to beat us besides him. And right now, it's bode well for A&T there in the league.
Felton gives it up to Walker. Contested jumper won't go. And Waluche Ume got shoved on that rebound attempt, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots.
And A&T just flying around right now. Really a lot of energy for them.
And check that, it'll be just the 1-and-1.
And for the Hawks, number 1, Zion Obama.
Obama checks back in, so UMES has their 2 offensive weapons back on the floor.
Flippin, Obama, and Lacandro, each with 4 fouls.
And if you're A&T, you want to be aggressive on the offensive end, knowing that they are saddled with that foul trouble. Use Walker, use Waluche Ume.
Waluche Ume with the miss. The Aggies 23 for 29 on the ball game from the free throw stripe. So this effort should help their free throw attempts per game number, already 3rd in the country. 6 to go on the shot clock. Here's Teal, drives, goes up strong, blocked by Ogletree, and they'll count the bucket for the goaltend.
You like the aggressiveness from North Carolina A&T, even though Ogletree gets called for the goaltend that time, as we'll go to this timeout. Tied at 62 here But A&T overcomes a 14-point second half deficit to tie this ball game 62-62.
Fact, it's Ford Truck Month, and it's the best time to get a great deal on a new Ford truck. From the company that assembles more vehicles, employs more hourly workers, who help make Ford the best-selling truck brand in the Carolinas. It's Ford Truck Month. Get great deals on a huge selection, and that's a fact. Right now, lease a well-equipped 2025 Ford F-150 STX for just $305 a month, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
It's a new year at Green Ford. That means we have new, amazing specials for you. Save $12,400 on the 2024 Ford F-150 STX or finance for $494 per month. Get the 2025 Escape, just $378 per month. Or the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend 4-wheel drive automatic, only $403 per month. All come with the Green Ford Advantage. It's a new year at Green Ford. Built Ford proud, staying strong and moving you forward. That's Green Ford.
Ford F-150 has power up front and out back. With up to 7.2 kilowatts in the bed, Pro Power Onboard lets you plug in the tools you need and get work done almost anywhere. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
The Aggies have clamped down on defense and turned up the heat on offense as we are knotted at 62 here in Greensboro. Let's go ahead and send it over to the third member of our team, Thomas Brown.
Thank you, guys. So like you said, after UMass started on an 18-0 run in the second half, North Carolina A&T has found their way to fight their way back into the game with a run of their own. Now, how have they done this? They've got defensive stop, they pushed it in transition, and they are 11 for 11 from the free throw line so far in the second half. Nice of you guys.
Thank you, Thomas.
Free throw shooting has certainly been a factor for North Carolina A&T. 29 attempts as opposed to 15 for UMES. They've almost doubled up their attempts, and they have taken advantage for making 23 of those free throws. So certainly has been a help for A&T in getting back in this ballgame.
You know, there's one thing I'll say about this Aggies club, Brian, is that their second half adjustments, for the most part, made by the coaching staff and executed by the players, have been strong this season.
I would say so. You have the rally at North Carolina Central on Saturday. Certainly A&T got back into the ball game after falling down 17 to Howard. So they've certainly made some great second half adjustments.
A&T now in the midst of a 2-12 scoring drought. Walker lost the basketball, got it back, 4 to go. Waluche Ume, fade away, won't go. Rebound to Felton. Ball's on the deck, picked up by Ogletree. He's trapped, goes up and draws the foul. Let's see who it goes against.
Now it's North Carolina A&T with a second chance opportunities. And when you have Will Felton on the floor, he kind of creates those opportunities for you. Ogletree looks like he's trying to break through the defensive line. That's
well, there were two Hawks there with 4 fouls standing right next to him. As Ogletree makes that one and puts A&T back out in front. And you saw Lacandro there kind of be like, oh, don't want to touch him.
They ended up calling that one on Beckwith.
Big trip to the line for Ogletree. Walker tried to steal that one away. Cooper comes away with it.
If you're MES right now, you just want to be patient here. A&T's made their run. They kind of made their run at you. Now just be patient, try to get the ball back inside.
Here's Teal. Lacandro, no good long, and it's grabbed by Waluche Ume. The Aggies could have numbers if they want them. Pierce lowered his shoulder, and he got lucky on that one.
I think he did. And if you're A&T, you're going to live with that three-point shot out there all day long. You're going to kind of let Lacandro kind of take those. You'd rather have him those than those baseline jumpers or those turnaround jumpers he does in the paint.
Shooting 2 for the Aggies, number 11.
He could have went the other way, definitely. Could have went the other way.
Pierce is definitely not one to shy away from contact as he's driving.
A&T's got a lot of aggressive offensive players on this ball club. Certainly we already know what Lewis Walker brings to the table in terms of being able to get to the foul line, but it's another young man that can get to the rim fairly easy.
Makes them both. It'll be interesting to see when that switch flips for Dwayne Pierce. Really just a freshman. Did not play last year at Iowa State.
You make an excellent point. You know, you look at the Lewis Walkers and some of these guys, Doumbia, they haven't seen a lot of college basketball action. And so, you know, while they are transfers, you know, it's still a team that is fairly inexperienced.
And even the veterans, like Will Felton, haven't played a lot.
That's right. Only 13 games. Well, 14th game of his career.
And he's been here, I won't say as long as you and I have, but he's been here a while.
He has. Just hope he makes it through the season.
That one will go out of bounds off of UMES.
We talked about Dwayne Pierce and just being able to find a role for him. And right now it looks like they're trying to fit him in at the point guard position, but you've got to be able to make smart decisions at that position and be able to find your guys in order to make the offense go.
Waluche Ume trapped. Gets it to Pierce. Kicks it to Ogletree, and an offensive foul is called on Pierce. And that'll get Trent Middleton up off the bench.
Yeah, you see Associated Coach Ricky Moore there just trying to teach him, just saying, hey, make that pass just a tad bit earlier on the bounce there.
Oh, if there's someone who knows anything about that, it is Ricky Moore.
Yeah. As a natty, as the young folks can say. UConn.
And a Sports Illustrated cover. Teal. Up top it goes to Cooper. That free throw line jumper won't go. And the Aggies are looking for their first field goal in about 4 minutes.
So just trying to be patient here on the offensive end. UMES ran a good set that time, but wasn't able to hit the shot off the curl.
Walker from downtown. No. The rebound to Cooper. The outlet ahead to Brown, and he misses the layup. The dunk is missed also, and now a foul is called as Obanla hung on the rim there for a second and almost caught his fifth foul.
The A&T crowd doesn't like that one, but that three-pointer at that time by Lewis Walker led UMES to be able to get out in transition, and Obanla at that time will get the foul. I guess they will get it on Walker.
Shot is up and in for Obanla.
Good turn of events that time for UMES. Looked like they were going to miss an opportunity at a fast break bucket, but instead Obanla has a chance to tie this game up again.
Well, both teams have gone cold of late, as Obanla does indeed tie up the game. UMES 2 for its last 11 from the deck.
And a tie for the ninth time here tonight.
Waluche Ume, contact, count the bucket and one. The new continuation rule on display.
Well, Uche Ume has been big for A&T. You know, you kind of wonder where the production is going to come from with Lil Walker out, and great call by the officials. Teal was a moving target, and while Uche Ume will have a chance at a three-point play.
Correction, foul on number 4, Michael Teal.
So the foul will go against Teal. It will be his second. Waluche Ume able to drain the third point on the possession.
I don't know what Ross told his team, but he got them going pretty quick. UMES came out of this second half blazing, and A&T somehow weathered the storm.
Lacandro drops it in. That timeout that Coach Ross took, that seemed to take care of business.
It's really good. Can't let Lacandro catch it that deep. Certainly you can live with him taking those three-point shots, but once he gets that baseline jumper going, he's dangerous.
He's up to 8 points. That cross-court pass got batted out of bounds by Brown.
Been a real battle here tonight between Maryland Eastern Shore and A&T, two old rivals getting together for the 86th time.
Well, Ume, the fake and drive. Well, the Aggies looking for their 7th win in a row against the Hawks.
No question.
A&T reviving a lot of these old MEAC rivalries. Obama shows, goes, and able to throw it in over the rim.
Boy, he's been big tonight for those guys. I mean, he's just been great putting the ball on the floor, spinning, moving, and he's had an outstanding ball game, Obama.
16 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 4 boards. Lewis Walker kicks it to the wing for Ogletree. Well, Ume down the lane, into the hands of Middleton. The three is short. The rebound goes to Teal. He's going to push the pace with Cooper. Back to Obama in the lane, up, under, and the Hawks are back out in front.
The Hawks have used long three-point misses by A&T to get out in transition, and that time it gave them the lead.
11 fast break points for UMES tonight. Middleton, spot up tray, no good. The rebound to Cooper, and here comes UMES 3-on-3. Cooper's going to slow things down.
A&T, you've made your money tonight on getting the ball in the paint. That time 2 straight long threes. I think you got to find a way to find Felton, find Walker, and let those guys pound it.
Cross court, it goes. Cooper runs, drives, and he walked. 2:56 to go. UMES clinging to a 1-point lead in Greensboro. Obanla, it's been fantastic tonight. He's got 18. We're back after this. One-point ball game here in Greensboro. UMES back out in front, 72-71. Thomas, it's been a heck of a second half for both of these squads.
Thank you, guys. Yes, it has. So as the game continues to get closer and closer down the stretch, look for some of these trends. First, A&T is still shooting very well from the free throw line, 90% as a team. And because of this, UMass has 3 players with over 4 fouls, or not over, 4 fouls exactly. Lacandro, Flippin, and also Obanla as well. And UMass will continue to try to put the ball in the paint. Most of their points have come in the paint this second half. So back to you guys.
Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, the Aggies right now 18 of 19 in the second half, 95% just about from the line in the half, as that rebound equals a tie-up, and the arrow will be in A&T's favor. So the shot clock will go up to 20.
I think A&T got to find something, maybe with Felton, maybe with Walker, getting Walker downhill. Certainly, Uche Ume has been big, but you've gotten back in this ball game by pounding it in the paint, and I think you have to go back to that if you're A&T.
Looks like Walker and Brown, a little physical in the lane before the ball was inbounded. Felton back to Middleton. Middleton dancing around to the rack, and he scores the bucket.
That's where A&T's been effective, taking the ball to the rim, getting those layups, getting the ball in the paint. Now you need a stop here if you're North Carolina A&T.
Eastern Shore has hit their last 3 shots from the deck.
If you're Eastern Shore, you want to find 14 there. Find a way to get him the ball.
Cooper,
wow,
splash!
Big time shot.
The Hawks just 3 of 11 from downtown in half number 2. 6 made threes in this game. 1.5 off their average. Walker draws contact, and he actually just bumped Teal in the face.
Foul on number 4, Michael Teal.
That is the 9th foul this evening that Walker has drawn. He's just been
number 5, Lewis
it looks like he's trying to break up that huddle there. Tried to break up the huddle there from Maryland Eastern Shore.
Well, that was a point of emphasis this year with the officials. They actually weren't supposed to allow huddles at all. That was the new rule.
Apparently you and Mr. Walker understand that.
Well, you know,
16 of 17.
The CAA does send officials to come referee the scrimmages and the inter-squads. And Keith Fogelman was one of the refs that came, and he clearly explained to everybody, don't huddle. Don't do it. I'm not letting you do it. Walker, fantastic from the line.
I'll tell you, Ross looks like he's just called a timeout here. And let's see what the call is if we're going to a full. It will be
a 30. Tied at 75. In a wild, wild ball game. The Aggies got down by double figures for their 3rd straight game this week. 14 points tonight, 17 last game.
Not a good way to make a living, but hey, if you keep coming, get back into the games, how can you argue with that? But, you know, if you're UMES, you know, you've had a great success with Obanla putting the ball on the floor and getting to the rim. Of course, Lacandro is their guy that they like to go to score the basketball, but Jaden Cooper just hit a big 3-pointer. And so if you're Maryland Eastern Shore, you have some options here on the offensive end to try to take the lead. As A&T comes back on the floor.
It'll be Felton, Ogletree, Waluche Ume, Walker, and Middleton for A&T. Teal, Cooper, Brown, Obanla, and Lacandro for UMES.
I think if you're UMES, you want to get this ball in Obanla's hands on the offensive end and see what he can create.
Teal takes over. So far, 8 assists tonight to just 1 turnover. Entry feed, Obanla. Brown to the rack. The floater goes. Tough shot for Trey Brown.
Both these teams are hitting big shot after big shot. That time it was Brown. Let's see who answers for North Carolina A&T.
UMES has hit their last 5 shots from the field. 1 minute to go in this one. Middleton swings it. Ogletree, the three is good.
Third three-pointer by Ogletree. He has been big in that corner over there, and A&T has the lead.
A&T up by 1. The crowd on its feet here at the Corbett Sports Center. Obanla, the hook shot won't go. The rebound will go out of bounds off of UMES, and the Hawks are going to go ahead and challenge.
Yes, we'll certainly get a replay here as we try to get a look at this one on the screen. Well, that's the runner that time by Brown. And then the big-time tray from Bryson Ogletree, Hampton, Georgia native. And now we will see where the basketball will be awarded here. Big replay. If you're A&T and you get the basketball, you may be able to run some of this clock here. As we see Obanla take the hook shot there.
It looks like it went off Waluche Ume.
Yeah, it does. It does. It looks like it's going to be Maryland Eastern Shore ball.
Well, that's why you keep a timeout in your back pocket. So Eastern Shore is going to have, I should retract that. It appears that Eastern Shore is going to have possession.
Allegedly, yes. Like
you and I, we discussed this the last game you and I called together on the radio. It could look one way and go a completely other way. So we should not assume.
Yes.
But it does very well look like it's going to be UMES basketball.
From these old eyes, it looked like it went off of Waluche Ume. But I emphasize these are old eyes, so we will see what they come up with here on the replay.
And keep in mind, Maryland Eastern Shore has been fantastic on the offensive glass tonight. 12 offensive rebounds. So if they do not score on this next shot, there's a good chance that they will give themselves another opportunity.
No question. I mean, this is another opportunity for them if they get the basketball. And they've been very good. That's kind of how they built the lead, with their second chance opportunities here as Monte Ross has already released his team on the floor here.
And they look like they're ready to play defense.
Yes.
Jerry Heater's going to come over and give us an explanation.
Yeah, we saw. We can pull it up.
Can you guys pull up the last shot? The officials want to come over and take a look at our monitor. Actually, we can't move it. We can't move it this way. But if you want to, I don't know if you're allowed to come around or not. Are you allowed to come around or no?
It's tied in here.
So the officials are over at our table now. And they're coming to take a look. I guess we had the better replay on our end. So shout out to the TEM Flow College crew. And it will be UMES basketball. I have not seen that yet this season.
I haven't seen that anywhere. That might be a first in the country. I don't know. But they come over and get the broadcast view of it.
So here's Teal.
You can see a little man-to-man here. Will Felton. Obanla.
Now it's Teal's turn. 10 on the shot clock. Drives, goes up, and scores! Timeout taken by Cleo Hill and the Hawks.
What a ball game this is, man. I mean, just back and forth here. Both of these teams just clawing. Teal down the lane there. Pretty teardrop, knocks it down. UMES takes the lead by 1. And both of these teams have just been very good at getting downhill, getting to the rim, And that time Teal with a little teardrop here. He just really don't know who to focus on. UMES has had several guys that they've been able to turn to get big buckets. We saw Jaden Cooper take that big three-pointer earlier, and at that time Teal takes it to the rim, scores on the floater, and A&T needs an answer here. 21.3 seconds remaining.
And you mentioned early in the game, Brian, LeCandro could score, but you couldn't let anybody else go off tonight. Cooper with 20, Obama with 18, Teal with 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the story. A&T has just kind of let some of those other guys kind of get off a little bit here, and they've been able to answer. You kind of, we mentioned, like, who else can they turn to here offensively, and they've found some really good answers here. Now North Carolina A&T has to come back here and find an answer. Middleton is certainly a guy that can create on his own, and certainly can create on his own. And then you'll see if they decide to give it to Walker here and try to get him to the free throw line.
So the clock has been reset to 21.6 seconds. Clarence Armstrong coming over here to make sure that we are all good at the table. Jerry Heater already using our monitor today. I mean,
I felt like it's a well-officiated game.
Yes.
And,
a couple of veteran guys out here that are doing ACC games.
And they're letting the kids decide this one, and certainly this is going to be fun here down the stretch.
Well, A&T shot clock is off. Do the Aggies take this clock down and hold for that final shot? Who are you feeding right now, Brian?
I'm taking Middleton off the dribble. They double team him. And it looks like he wants to create here.
10 to go. Middleton. That one's stolen away, and it'll go out of bounds off of A&T, and we're going to have a challenge.
Thought Middleton might have went in the wrong direction with that basketball. It's hard to see on that replay. But I felt like he went in the wrong direction with that basketball. 3 players came his way. He went left. I felt like if he had gone right, he had some open guys. But we'll see how this one will turn out for A&T.
Play is under review.
So the challenge is on the out of bounds.
I think Ogletree may have come back with get it with his forearm there.
It does look like that. I believe this is going to be Hawks basketball.
Another crucial call here. And if it goes against A&T, a crucial turnover.
It's going to be close.
It certainly is. As the scoreboard keeps showing that one in the arena.
Right there, it's UMES that touches it last. And did Ogletree get it again? Did he get it there? That's the question.
Who hits that ball in that direction is the question that you have to ask.
From our vantage point, it looks like it's going to be UMES basketball.
Like he had his forearm on it again.
But we have now confirmed that there are different views on that other monitor. Colin Daly just came over, the assistant coach for North Carolina A&T.
Hey, man, we're important.
And shout out to our crew tonight for getting 2 great shots.
Yeah, 2 great shots. Shots that, obviously they're not getting over there, but the streaming here on Flow College may make another decision here for this ball game.
Oh, we might get a visit paid over here by the officiating crew again, is what it's starting to look like.
Another big call here. The way you twisted and turned that monitor, man, that was impressive. Everyone, officials still looking over there. If you're A&T and it ends up being the Hawks basketball, you have to foul immediately. It's still just a 1-point ball game. Of course, if it goes the other way, you're going to need something quick.
The bench is saying that it's A&T ball. They're saying that it looked like it hit the hand of UMES. From our vantage point, that's not what it looked like, but we'll see. And it appears that they saw the same view that we did, which was that it was UMES basketball. Well, let's see. Now they're going to come over and take a look at our angle, it looks like. So
we're back in action, man.
Well, hold on, guys. Looks like we're getting a visit. We'll set the monitor back up for you guys. Here we go. We'll let them go to work. We'll let Jerry Heater and Clarence Armstrong come on back here if they need to. So the officials are here at the broadcast table now taking a look. Jerry Heater now going to join us.
Maybe that happens with the broadcast as well.
And it looks like right there is that's the angle that they were looking for.
So that is a definitive view. Shout out to whoever's back there with the replays.
They'd like to see it one more time.
Well, I'll tell you this, Spencer. It looks like the forearm gets there, but does also the hand go there for?
Right. That's the question.
Does Cooper get his hands on the basketball?
So there are two different views here. One view shows that Cooper touched it last. The other one shows that Ogletree touched it last.
The call on the floor was UMES basketball.
All right, so Clarence Armstrong and Jerry Heater have now left the table. And I think they might be as...
Yeah, you look at it again, and there's another angle there where it looks like Cooper may have redirected that basketball as it hit off of Ogletree's forearm. And so this is a big-time call here. It's going to be A&T basketball by the reaction of the crowd.
So it is going to be A&T basketball. That view that we saw first made it look like it was going to be UMES basketball. Yes. That last shot,
though, it looks like Cooper got his hand in there at the last minute.
The last shot that the crew showed was the decisive shot.
Well, now, let's see if A&T takes the timeout here. Well, they do not lose their timeout. I think they win this challenge here.
They have a challenge and a timeout, and now Cleo Hill wants a timeout.
Got a chance to see A&T's offensive setup, so he will try to figure something out from there. Second was also added back to the clock. So now there's 7.9 seconds instead of 6.9 remaining in this ball game. And a big-time possession for North Carolina A&T. Certainly the guy that has been able to get to the free throw line with ease has been Lewis Walker, 17 of 18. They tried to put the ball in the hands of Middleton that last time, and we'll see what Monte Ross and his crew comes up with here as we come down the stretch.
Well, resetting things, A&T down one. 7.9 seconds to go. Monte Ross now 2 for 3 on challenges this season. Colin Daly is the tablet wizard over there.
Well, he certainly got that one. And that was a big one to get. A&T doesn't have to foul here. Instead, they are on offense. And we got one coming down to the wire here. Maybe another triple overtime, no?
Are you paying me overtime today?
No, so let's end this.
That's what happens when your boss is your partner. You get to ask those questions. Ogletree will inbound.
There's the man who wants it.
Downhill. Pulls up and skips it off the rim. The putback won't go, and a foul is called.
The foul is called. Oh, my. Maybe they're going to get Cooper for the undercut. Yeah, they are. What a huge call. I believe that will be Walauche Ume that will come and shoot these free throws here.
Fouls on 0, Jaden Cooper. Shooting 2 for the Aggies.
Wow. Wow. A&T may have gotten a break there.
I am not sure that is a reviewable call.
And
as Walauche Ume misses.
Now this is a big block out. You got Big Felton down there. UMES is going to have to put a body on him.
Lacandro and Doumbia will check in. Walauche Ume, 2 for 4 today. A 38.5% free throw shooter.
They go with Doumbia instead of DeBrick here for the rebounding help.
Second shot good, and we are tied. 2.1 seconds to go.
I should be in trouble.
Timeout taken.
Timeout calls.
By UMES.
79-79, so I may have calls this.
Oh, boy.
With my overtime chatter here, we'll see what Cleo comes up with here.
Well, UMES trying to snap a 6-game winning streak for the Aggies in this series. And the triple overtime thriller that you are talking about, Brian, took place on February 20th of 2017. It was part of the 16-17 campaign. It was a 106-95 victory for UMES up in Princess Anne, Maryland. You and I remember it like it was yesterday. It looked like it.
If this does go to overtime, it'll be the 4th time these two teams have been in overtime. A&T's won the previous 3. It was a 77-75 overtime win by A&T.
Obama will inbound. 2.1 seconds to go.
And he turned it over. Away. He turned it over. Wow. What a turn of events here. 1.8 seconds left. Obama thought there was a zig and there was a zag. And they turned the basketball over. And now A&T has a chance to win this ball game in regulation. Wow.
I think they're going to review the time on the clock. Wow. We'll get another look here. Cooper just let it go through his legs like he was a hockey goalie. He didn't have a stick down.
That's your thing, man. The 3-hole, is that what
the
that
5-hole.
is? 5-hole. Thank you. You know, I'm not a hockey aficionado like my partner, but I had the whole part right now.
That was wow.
Wow. That is wow. And now A&T, depending on what they have left here, and that is a very important what time is left on the clock.
2.1 seconds left. It never got touched. Wow.
And now do they get the ball out of bounds underneath here because it was not touched?
Yes. Jerry Heater has the basketball underneath the hole. Do you just give it to Will Felton?
Give it to Will Felton, I think, or you give it to Lewis Walker popping off of the screen, maybe give him a little baseline action. Well, we've got I have sat down for a very good ball game here, so hope everything is okay with Walter Johnson, but he gave me a good one.
You know, last time I missed a game, you got the game at Hofstra that was won on the Tyrese Elliott tip-in.
I did. I got a buzzer beater. You guys are great, man. Thank you. I appreciate you.
And now a timeout taken by North Carolina A&T as Trent Middleton wants to talk it over with Monte Ross.
Well, this is a crucial possession here. Both these teams now. North Carolina A&T still has a timeout remaining, so if there is trouble getting the ball in, they will. Well, now that was their final timeout, excuse me. So now both teams out of timeouts as we come down the stretch here in what has been an outstanding ball game.
2.1 seconds remaining. A&T was down by as many as 14 here in the second half.
Well, UMES came out fires blazing in the second half, but A&T was able to get back into it. Got some big shots, got back into it really by knocking down free throws. And now they have a chance here to walk away with a huge home win. No timeouts for the Aggies. The inbound guy will be Middleton. And it looks like this one might be a toss-up to Walucha Ume.
Middleton looking for an outlet. Gets it into Lewis Walker for the win. He got it!
He got the shot! He hit the shot! Lewis Walker, the sensational freshman, wins it for North Carolina A&T. And the Aggies go to 3-0 at home, 5-4 overall. Mr. Lewis Walker, Esquire.
Lewis Walker struggled from the field all night. Got most of his points from the free throw line, but when it mattered most, the Aggies were able to count on their leading scorer to win them the ball game.
We're going to try to confirm that he got this one off, but I don't think it was close. I think he nailed that one in regulation. Seemed like he got this one in regulation, and boy, he came up big tonight, 17 of 18 from the free throw line, and nails that shot that time. They've given him a 2, doesn't really matter.
That was incredible.
Well, maybe they're just trying to decide if it's 2 or 3, but no question he gets it off in time.
He got it off in plenty of time. It looked like his foot may have been on the line. And Lewis Walker, the hero here in Greensboro.
At this point, I don't care if they give him 1. Ball game's over.
And the Winston-Salem native ends the game and breaks the heart of the Winston-Salem legend.
I think they gave him 3.
What a ball game, Brian.
What a ball game, Spencer. It was fun. We got a chance to get another HBCU, and these guys, man, they go at each other hard. But big win for North Carolina A&T coming off that disappointing loss at Howard. And if you're Maryland Eastern Shore, tough break for you as